Hey guys, Kuzo back with another stream. Good to see everybody. Let me throw out the links like I normally do. Links is. Alright. Oh, my phone likes to vibrate when my stream starts. Alright, we are getting to the Instas. Boom. Hit. Move down and shoot. We got the Insta going, and now we got the tweeter to the tweeter twatter. Post it as well. What's up, Lemon Straws? What's up, Shiny? What's up, King Green? What's up, David? What's up, Perksay? What's up, Melon Fruit? What's up, Ostart? It's not a normal way to Astro, what's up? What's up, Jordy? What's up, Sparky? What's up, everyone? Rolling in, Bella. All right, so little switch up here. You're gonna be like, there's a traditional drawing, sketchbook, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, bam! They ain't no traditional sketchbook drawing because I am moving this to the back, move it back to it, and it's like, what? Wait, what's going on right now? Might be confused. What is up, everyone? Rolling in right now. This is why iPad. Now, boom, shakalaka. iPad screen's a little effy. Little eh. I sound like effy, but the screen protector's all scratched up a little bit, as you can tell, but we are officially going to, I'm going to turn this away. I kind of need that for me, that light. Alright, this is good enough for us. So I am actually going to be doing a little bit of digital sketching here. Move it off to the side for you like this. Alright. Oh man, looks good. Thank you very much. Thank you all very much. So right now I'm trying to work on some flow stuff with this. And it is in the title. All right, there we go. Oh, it's super blown out. Sorry about that. There you go. What's up, Hazatake? What's up, Cheese Puff? What's up, Macaroni? What's up, Marv? Someone said webcomic. Nice. Kinda. I'll say a little bit more about just this. By the way, this is just kind of like a test thing. I wanted to go ahead and preferences, quickly change from dark to light mode just for a second, because while I am zooming out like this, I don't want to lose like a huge amount of contrast, because I need to zoom out right now in order to get some of the flow essentially. So let's go ahead and so, alright, we're doing that. I think I'll be okay moving that up like this. And I am going to have to change some stuff. What's up, Sparky? Webcomic, nice. This yours? Yeah, this is just like a one panel thing. Or, not a panel, one strip, several panels. Okay, that looks better than before. I think I can even pull... I think I might even be able to pull this slightly... Sorry, I meant this. Slightly closer even. That would mean I would also pull the rest of the panel slightly closer at the bottom here. Let's do that. Boom shakalaka. Yo, Kuzo, I just switched to digital art and have Clip Studio downloaded, but I don't know how to use it. So Clip Studio is, you have to pay for it monthly, and it's like $9-ish or like $6.99, something like that. There's two different versions. If you're talking about like in general like tools and stuff, yeah, that's something you definitely would have to learn. Oh, darn it. Okay. Alright, cool. There is actually another panel here that I need, another layer here I need to go and mess around with. There we go. What's up, Duckle Duck? What's up, Rain? What's up? Oh, Marv, I already said your name. Is it like a storyboard? In this regard, it's just it's like, no, this is a sketch out. This is a rough sketch. Hey Kuzo, what iPad do you use for digital art? So right now, what I actually use is, oh no. While I'm talking about this, what I currently use is the iPad 2021 12.9 inch. But this iPad right here that I have to use for stream, because I'm using my iPad to actually record this, like it's the camera for this stream specifically. So I actually have to use my 2017 iPad, which is this one. So this is 2017 256 gigs 12.9, and trust me, this iPad is just fine. It's really good, but I would suggest, even if you could find this on sale somewhere, but you could even go for like the iPad Air and also be great. Alright, you don't have to charge these too long, these pencils. Alright, so I got that there. Now another problem was when I decided to squish together this top part, I moved some of this go, and I want to take this and also move this up like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna go here, then I'm gonna go plus, then I'm gonna go here, then I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go here, then we're gonna go here, then we're gonna go boom. Alright, so now we can go ahead and come here and turn everything up. Sweet, sweet. Let's see how this flows here. What's the best place to buy sketchbooks? All the ones I get from Walmart feel weird. I don't really know the best place to buy sketchbooks. There's a sketchbook called Studio O that I really like. Oh, I need to get this mic closer to me. Studio O. I love this sketchbook, and you can get it on Amazon. Amazonian. Yo, what's up? Says Aiden Aziz. What's up, Malcolm? Oh, you have the Apple Pencil with cap off? I mean, I took it off because I had to charge it for a second. Is this for your webtoons, Kuzo? No, it is not. Alright, let me get this. So... okay, I see. I'm probably going to make that B a little bigger. Okay, let's go here. I'm going to still use this white. Come up here. Actually, now I'm going to go over here, hop over there, boom. And just checking something out here. Oh, no, don't zoom out. Yeah, okay, okay. All right, let's do that. How many pages do Studio O has? Is it 600? No, it's not 600. Do you finish the 300 pages? I have not. I've been doing some other stuff. Oh, a vertical comic for Webtoon? No, it's not for Webtoons. This is just a test, just to be clear. Test. All right, so I got everything down pretty much the way I want it. So I'm going to merge all of these rough sketch layers together, and we're gonna final sketch this. Let's go. Are we on the right one? All right, cool. Just in case, since this is my other iPad, just want to save it just in case it poops out. Did you finish 300? What's your favorite anime character design and why? This song always reminds me of Twilight Princess Lost Woods. Oh, really? I don't know if I've ever gotten that. Have you seen Third's Webtoon promo art? Yes, I have. It looks really cool. I've seen it. Some really cool stuff. Oh, by the way, some of you might be wondering why I was streaming late. Am I early? Actually, yes, you are early. This ramen is my girlfriend. Yes. Hey, what's up, Esta? We got 70 people in here. Good to see everybody. We got 30 likes. Remember to like that so we get more of the family with the notifications. More engagement, the more it can be recommended to people and stuff like that. So, yeah. By the way, I have different pens on this one than I do. Okay, so that might be the same one that I use, though. Okay, let's go down here. Gonna go down that far at least. Anyways, one of the reasons why I was late is because things have been a little crazy lately, and I also got a new puppy. I did not have an animal in my life, and I got a puppy the other day, and it's been a little nuts. You know, just a little. probably do. I wonder if I can get this. Yeah, okay, I'm going to do it like that. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab, just to make this faster, perspective. And then I'm going to actually do symmetrical guideline. No, actually I separated them, so this is a special tool. What breed is it? They say it's a lab and a border collie. Skid McBeater with the super chat. I really appreciate it. It says, "Oh darn, where's the Home Depot pencil?" The Home Depot pencil has not made an appearance yet this stream, but it might. Probably will. I kind of just gotta finish these buds up. You know, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm actually gonna hop onto another layer because it's a ruler. I want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. All right. You make sure iPhone or Android. This is I don't know if you're asking me if I like which one. This is an iPad. I like Android, but I might get an iPhone at some point. That one guy says manga release day. You're talking about Bounty Skate. Not sure yet. How adorable. Yeah, I know. I'll show him on stream, or she. I'll show her on stream at some point. I need help with anatomy. Please help me. Definitely go ahead and you can check out my main YouTube channel. It has a lot of my main YouTube channel has a lot of tutorials and stuff. Right now, I mean, I can't necessarily do much. My Patreon does have a lot of anatomy stuff on it already, and a lot of these streams, I go over a lot of the basics, and people ask me like, what should I do here, what should I do there, how do I do like perspective, and I give basic rundowns. On my main YouTube channel, I do give basic rundowns on, in general, things to get better at. As for anatomy, I would say you would want to learn the basics of perspective and form while you would even try to tackle anatomy, because anatomy can be pretty daunting when there's so much to learn, especially if you don't have the proper base. I'm going to do a test of something. That's good enough for me. Let's go ahead and actually do this real quick. I'm going to push that back. and then I'm gonna go ahead and hit this up, and then we're gonna go to this panel, and then boom, boom. I'm trying to decide which I want to do this with. Might want to turn up this a little bit more. All right, that should be okay. You're welcome. Have you thought about taking parts of your stream where you teach and turn them into shorts on or videos? Yeah, I've thought about stuff like that. Yeah, I have. I've been learning perspective, but how do I apply it to my art? You're going to want to learn how to do at least basic perspective to even be able to apply it fully to your art. I mean, for example, it's kind of like saying, how do I apply it to my art? But it's more so, how do I apply my art or put my art into it? Or you take that perspective, basically, and you take that perspective, you draw that perspective out. Let's say you did a 1 point perspective, and then you say, I'm going to draw someone standing here. Now, there's ways to go about this. You could be like, well, what if I didn't want to draw someone standing there? And you'd be like, well, what are they doing? Maybe they're kneeling down. Okay, then if they're kneeling down, what angle do you think that would be at? This is points where you have to know a little bit more about. You have to know a little bit more about perspective and stuff like that in order to get that down. If you were saying you want them to be kneeling down roughly, let's say doing something like this with their arm going down like this, then maybe this arm's over here on a knee and this is going this way. Now, are they going to be in this general perspective that I just drew it, or are we going to do something where we take a perspective and we have them actually more so, this is the bottom part of that line there, and then we take them and have them further up like this. Now, you're asking how to apply it. This is how to apply it, but this is very advanced. You have to know a lot of this stuff, and it takes practicing the small parts of perspective to get there, you know? Because perspective and form is literally what makes up the things that you're even drawing. It is quite literally the thing that makes up your drawings. I'm doing this obviously just very rough for you guys as an example. But that's kind of what I mean. You have to establish what you want first and even be able to then put it in the perspective. Or you could draw a perspective and start trying to put bodies into it. But that's the whole part. You can decide the two. You can decide I want this pose and then this angle, and then you have to decide, you have to make that angle out of, you know, perspective, like maybe a 2 point perspective. And then the person is, you know, you have to decide the angle it's in and the pose. Or you could actually create this perspective and then just draw people in it, you know? Got to be looking at them shoulders. Finding some digital stuff, says Pickle Rick. Yeah. Someone says, what does Bounties get about? It's essentially about a boy and his best friend, and a tragic accident happens that he feels absolutely horrible about, and essentially introverts himself from their promise and a dream. And it's basically about him overcoming this for the both of them to go and right his wrongs and succeed for the both of them and fix what he's done in his own way. Essentially, I have spoken the story more beautifully before, but that's a tiny little nutshell. But just remember, just like any story, you're not sitting here saying, when someone gives you a synopsis of like Naruto or stuff like that from the very beginning, they're not like, yeah, so basically he has this nine-tailed fox that he ends up fighting Madara, and so it says he has a fox spirit and stuff like that, but it's actually about friendship and things like that. That's what Naruto's about. Yes, Marvin, Bounty Escape is a shonen with a twist. I would say it's a shonen, just a little bit unconventional in some regards of at first. So I mean, it's still shonen. I couldn't say unconventional anymore, because now a lot of shonens are quite unconventional to be realistic here. Like when we look at now Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer's pretty conventional in its own way. I haven't finished it, but stuff like Death Note wasn't even remotely close. But now things like, isn't Chainsaw Man technically shonen? So they're really trying to push the edge with shonen. So it's kind of like, what's unconventional now? I mean, I guess there is always still just a cookie cutter mold that you can put stuff into. I am like playing around with this sketch. I need to just move on. Chainsaw Man is a dark shonen. See, I haven't read it, but obviously you can tell. Chainsaw Man is definitely, definitely darker. Melon fruit. I thought it was puppy pickle. What are you guys talking about? Yes, I got a puppy. Yo, Kuzo, how do you get better at drawing clothes? You will have to go ahead and learn clothes wrinkles, to be honest. There's and to be frank, to properly learn and kind of understand clothes wrinkles, you're gonna want to have a decent base with form. Not saying you can't learn some tricks and tips before completely getting a good grasp on form, but to really understand clothes, form helps. But some of the tips I always give people is, you want to think clothing as pinch and pull. So if we have if we have a jacket going this way and the arms going up like this is going to be a pinch. This is going to be a pull, which means there is less wrinklage on the other side, but you can get a wrinkle on the other side sometimes. But that's what essentially it is. This is also a slight wrinkle here, but pinch and pull, just like if someone had their arms up in the air like this. This is how, roughly, we are pinching here. So we're pulling here, but it's a pinch. So it's actually pinching between the shoulders. So you get this cause and effect where it's pinching here and it's creating these wrinkles. And just to let you know, if you want to have a more in-depth type of video on this, I do have it on my Patreon. I actually did a more in-depth video like this on my Patreon. Anyways, yeah, I did. Okay. Just to be clear, I don't want to bunch this up too much. Apple Pencil again. Oh, did I miss? So I know I got a super chat. Did I read it? Oh, that was a Home Depot pencil one. Okay, from Skeeter McBeat or Skeet McBeat Beat. Not yet. He said he'll show the puppy on stream sometime. Yeah, I can show him on stream sometime. Or her. I gotta actually sleep now, or I will perish. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Well, thank you very much. Hopefully you have a good night's sleep. Mifta. Got 100 people in here currently and 83 likes. Good to see everybody. Anyways. What you drawing? This is just a little bit of a vertical panel layout test. I guess you could call it webcomic. I'm just playing around. It's literally for nothing. Yeah, it's for nothing. 94 people in here. Good to see everyone. Wait, if I'm inking over here, is it too far over? It is too far over. You know what I should do? I'm going to throw this over like that. And I'm going to pull this over here like this for everyone. There we go. I'm starting to feel like I should have used a more definitive pencil. So basically what my goal for this, what I'm doing right now, is I'm trying to do a clean sketch. And I'm starting to realize that I think I might need a slightly cleaner pencil for what I'm going for. And there's a reason for it, but I think just a slightly cleaner pencil might help me here. Okay. So if I go here and I turn down the... Okay, if I turn down the randomness a little bit, it becomes a little cleaner. That might help. Let's go to size here. Let's turn it down to 40. And yeah, and I could always go to something that's more digital looking, but I kind of wanted to keep this traditional, slightly traditional feel to the pencil, but I might change it if I have to. And for those of you who have come in and don't know what the heck we're doing, this is what it looks like. Oh. Yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. Oh, oops, on the wrong panel. On the wrong, not panel, I'm on the wrong layer. Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna zoom out. By the way, I want to see. Oh, holy moly. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. That looks decent. Whatever. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. That one guy, 5 fingers, alien, 6 fingers, 5 fingers, just another bad. All right. It happens to the best of us, okay? Or maybe not. I'm not really that good anyway, so. I don't like the composition of that hair part. Got 103 people in here. Good to see everybody. See what happens if big piece? Small piece? You know what it is? I think we need to play around with this. Take that away. No, 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 no. Smaller. Yeah. That's decent enough. It doesn't have to be perfect there. I'm just trying to. Could have been better. We got 110 people in here. Good to see everyone. Nice drawing, inking. Been waiting for that. Not inking particularly, just a cleaner sketch at the moment. I did not put 6 fingers on this one, guys. All right, we got it. We got it. Yo, Kuzo, do you ever feel like giving up and don't know why? I just woke up one morning feeling like that. Yeah. It's happened to me several times in my life as wanting to be a better artist or just an artist, and also not like contemplating if I ever even want to be an artist. It's something every artist, and probably every really successful artist even, goes through. It's something you might question yourself, because sometimes, yeah, it's hard work. Sometimes you feel like you've lost maybe a passion for it, and that's not always true. Sometimes, or you feel like you lost inspiration, or maybe you feel like you're not getting good enough. There's one very distinct point in my life when I was a teenager. I must have been like 17 or 18. And I woke up one morning and I was just like, I don't know if I want to do this. And I wasn't even doing it professionally, obviously, at 17. And it was weird. It was a weird experience. I'm going to push this up because I keep on doing stuff right here, which is the middle for you guys. Jake Paul's everyday, bro. No, Jake Paul is fighting Timmy the Tommy Fury day, bro. No, I'm kidding. But anyways, but yeah, it happens. You gotta give it some time, you know. Part of art is dedication. It can't always be inspiration, but I gotta say that there is a point in life where sometimes, I'm not saying you should go and make yourself miserable and do something you don't want to do if it continues for a long, long time, but I'm saying there is a point where a craft does become something that you have to just kind of become dedicated with and have like a... Sometimes you have some really big highs and then you hit some really bad lows. And that's how I can describe it. And I've had a few. Also, things happening in your normal everyday life can actually change stuff like this. Also, stress, school, relationships, maybe not, just things in life can make you feel like that. And life can sometimes beat you down. And I would say don't worry too much about it. I wouldn't say just stop drawing. It's okay to take some breaks here and there, but just kind of maybe look deep inside yourself and ask, why do I feel like that? Is it because I'm gonna be real. There's many times in my life where I found out I just felt sad for no reason, and I had just gotten depressed. And sometimes you can also overwork yourself as well. So keep that in mind. There's so many reasons why you could actually feel like this. Because let me tell you, I've overworked myself to the point where I didn't know if I like doing stuff. But there's specific things that if I overwork myself on it, I don't feel like that. For example, a lot of the time there's been times where I've overworked myself on a project, such as a manga project, where I really pushed myself, and afterwards it didn't really affect me that much. That's also because I had decent enough breaks in between like chapters and stuff. So don't ever want to become burnt out. There's many different reasons. I do hope the best for you, and don't fret it too much. It's happened to the best of us. Trust me. Like, for example, let's just put it this way. Why do you think Kishimoto's not drawing his own manga right now? Is it because is he holding himself down in a straitjacket because he can't wait to draw a new series? No, it's because he's kind of had enough of that. It's not easy. Manga's not easy. Comics aren't easy. Some hard stuff, and you got to be dedicated. Because when people tell you it's not easy, and then you're like, yeah, I know, I love this stuff. You find out, yeah, it's not easy. But a lot of the times I find myself the most happy when I'm like in the trenches. Sometimes I despise the idea of going like really hard, like, because you know how much work it takes. But when I'm actually in the trenches, sometimes it's some of the most fun times in my life. When I was inking for like 32 hours straight, there were some times when I was like, oh, and then there was other times I was like, yeah, this is what I was born for. This is what I was made for. And then there's people like Akira Toriyama who actually just did not like doing what he did. That one guy asked for Bounty's Gate date. Again, I already told you I don't have a specific date right this second. I actually said that earlier. Oh, that's like your fourth time. But that one guy also asked, Halloween sketch, ? I love Halloween, so possibly at some point. Hey Kuzo, do you know Miss Shisu? Oh, I think I do recognize that name. I don't know specific image comes to my head, but I think I know who you're talking about. I think I might follow him on Instagram. I've seen they work for Super Annie, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but I think they work for Super Annie. I'm actually gonna. We've got 120 people in there. Look at that. Good to see everyone in here. We got 129 likes. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for chilling in here, you 120 family of sketchers, doodly doodlers. Bro, I can draw everything except feet, shoes. Yes, feet and shoes are hard. They can be challenging, to say the least. I think I can pull that in a little bit. I like that a little bit better, yeah. Okay, let's do some cracks here. All right, sorry I got super quiet there, guys. Guess who's back? Back again. Crady's back. Crady's back. I said Crady because my last name's Crady. You know what I'm saying? Unordinary is pretty good. Unordinary, you say? Oh, my back. I got 112 people in here. Good to see everybody. I think I'm going to pop over here, grab this, raise part of that. I think that's okay. And then I'm going to go over here. You know what? I think I'm going to erase this one here, and I'm going to put something big right here. Yeah. Put maybe a rock over here of some sort. Look like it. Booyah! What's up, everyone? So, for those of you who are new in the chat, this is what we are doing. We are cleaning this boy up. Zoom up a little bit. And I'll scroll down for you. Coolio. I'm leaving. I'll see you later. See you later. Shiny Arc 323. Thank you very much for chilling in here with us. I hope you have a good day and night wherever you are. Victor, pretty sure main man Kuzo has some fundamental video to just, by the way. Yeah, I do. I do have some fundamental videos up. Especially my Learn How to Draw Anything Part 1 and Part 2. Alright, now let's go ahead and, first of all, turn this back down. Second of all, turn it off. I want to see... Okay, that looks cool. Yep. I feel like I could do a little bit more on this panel up here. We're going to go down here, and we are officially going to throw that back up there. This is a very slow panel. I'm kind of taking some time here on purpose. On purpose. Okay, this one needs to be at this size. This one needs to be a bit smaller because it's, oh, no, I'm wrong. This one needs to be massive. Right here, this one needs to be bigger because of the way I'm deciding to do this. And then this one needs to be slightly bigger as well, going outward. And then boom, 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 boom. I like it. Okay. So let me guess this. Okay, I put it on its own layer. So that means I'm going to also, I'm also going to be able to go there. I did create another one, cool. And I'm going to go to white here, and I'm going to do this right behind here. There we go. Because that's going to be probably the blackest part up there. Oh, it's more like a blue. Do what they want with 107 people in here. Good to see everybody. And just your uncle says night, Victor. I guess Victor's going to bed. Night, Victor. Thank you for joining and chilling with us. Tips to draw far eye on a turned head. You're talking about these kind of eyes. Bump. Oh, oopsies. Bam, 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 bam. And then we're talking about like this eye here, which guess what is essentially this eye here. Wee-ah! Did you see that? See that? Boom, 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 boom. Oop. Let's go like this and. Alright, so notice something here. I can move this back like this. And guess what? He looks a little less cross-eyed. Because he looked a little cross-eyed before. And some of that can be because of the eye specifically. Or it can be the placement of where you actually put this whole eye. I put the whole eye in a kind of weird section. Kuzu, are you self-taught? Self-taught is a very weird subject because technically... self-taught is a very weird thing because technically, sorry, I was reading a comment. Some people say that you can't technically be self-taught, but in general, what you're trying to say, did I go to a college? Did I have anyone to essentially help me? No, that is not the case. I did not have someone to help me. I did not go to college. I haven't even asked better artists than me advice ever. I mean, if I have, I do not remember it. But here's what the discrepancy. It's because I have watched videos. Oh, dude, I like that directional, because I went like this, right? But if you go like this, it's tilt based. You know what I'm saying? Wow, that was nice. That felt super traditional. That felt way more traditional than I thought. Wow, that was actually kind of cool. I'm pretty impressed with that little pen maneuver there. I'm pretty impressed. But yeah, no, I wasn't taught by anybody or teachers. But if you did watch videos, technically you're watching videos that are of people telling you the tricks and tips to get to where you want to be. So technically they are in a way teaching you, and you are not completely self-taught. You're getting taught by someone else who is giving you information. So, but like I said, I already answered your question on the first part. So first of all, we're going to go straight up like this, nail out this part right there, because we are fully Oh, someone also asked me, is this a Webtoons version of Bounty's Gate? No. This is a test. It's kind of like a test panel, essentially. Or a test page for vertical running comics, webcomic format. Would you take Apprentice? Not particularly, because I don't know, there's a lot of, I already got a lot of stuff on my plate. But that's why I kind of try to keep Patreon around with a lot of the stuff and my little philosophies in life there. Alright, now let's hop down here. her. I actually want to zoom up here because I want it to be on the same layer. I want to make sure. Okay, cool. That is the layer I want to hop onto. Woohoo! Oh, sorry, I need to move it over here. One 113 people in here. Good to see everybody. Just look at my phone real quick. All right. Love your work ethic, man. Keep it up. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it, and I'll do my best to keep it going. $110 people in here. Good to see everybody. Yo, hope you do well. Are you full-time now? Yes, I am full-time. Oop. I could really use some coffee right now, but I'm not gonna have coffee because it's too late. I gotta get on good schedule, yo. Hey, what's up? 105 people in here. Good to see everybody. Alright, glad I caught the stream for just a little bit. Incredibly tired, though, so I'm out. See ya. We'll see you later, Kosh. Thank you very much for chilling with us. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you have a good night's sleep. Just looking at some comments here. Alright. So this is what we got so far. Let's go ahead and turn off. See, now you can kind of see a little bit more of what's going on, what's kind of established in this specific panel. So I'm gonna actually finish this part here. There we go. So I wanted to finish that off so that I can now turn this off so there's less confusion, so I can kind of clean some of this up. See what this looks like if I do this. Coolio. So I think that's good enough for that sketch. So let's turn that back on. Let's go down here. Let's hit this with the hard. Boom. Kuzo, where can I buy your manga? My manga's not specifically out yet. Do we need to make a one-shot? I don't know what you mean. Guys, I guess you can call this a panel short. Sketch panel short. Now I want this to be a real webtoon. Like literally, okay, so I came up, like I said, I was just practicing this layout here that we're looking at. This layout, everything, I literally just came up with this today. I thought of the character design on the character. I didn't plan any of this out. I didn't storyboard it. This is just the thing for today. Yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and draw this one now. Oh, the heck? Well, what panel am I on? Oh, I'm using clear. Okay. What time is it? My time? Okay. We've been going for an hour and 18 minutes. All right. I see. Okay, yeah, that is not what I was trying to do. 101 people in here. Good to see everybody. Bro, that's hardcore. Thank you very much. You're lying. I don't know who you're talking about, but now I want this to... You're lying. Maybe you're talking about me saying that I came up with this today. Someone get this serialized? No. Post that on Twitter or something. I want to see closer. So if I zoom up like this, I'll show you guys the whole thing as like, just to be clear, this is also one of my first vertical scrolling. So obviously you guys know I draw manga, and I learned a lot of my compositional stuff in there and paneling and flow. So when you learn flow with manga, you can also apply flow in the same and composition in the same way with vertical scrolling stuff, and I wanted to give it a shot. I wanted to see what I could do with it just as a quick thing. So okay, let's go. Bam, bam. And yeah, it's simple. It's not supposed to be anything like crazy. It's supposed to be like a super action oriented scene. It's supposed to be a nice like little, basically if I can do this, I can draw people standing around. That's what I was trying to get at with this. So this is kind of like a little sketch try. Just a little, just trying something out. Sorry, I'm an assistant apprentice, but I would love to ink Bounty Web. Whenever you are, you might have heard a squeaky noise back there. That's for the puppy. If you're talking about assistants, for my own personal projects, I don't know. It's really hard because assistant work, you have to have someone, especially if it's free, if the person's just saying they want to apprentice under you and they don't want to take any money, they just want to learn. There has to be like a contract involved because you don't want to have them be like, well, I drew this stuff later on. It's just a little bit more complicated than that. Let's put it that way. It always is. Just remember that. For my own personal projects, it would be cool. But if it's for other projects, the level has to be a certain level, because with actual companies, they need production speed and certain levels. But my own projects, who knows? Maybe. And if I do, I will put something up about it in the future. If I did do something like that, which I don't know when I would. Okie dokie. Now let's go here. Oh, wrong item. Okay, let's do that, and let's go ahead and hit this up. I think that S should actually go over the H, to be honest on this. Ooh. Got 106 people in here. Good to see everyone. How did you get over I'm not gonna post because it's bad? Oh, that's one of the hardest things. The truth is, like, that is a mentality you have to break. Like, let's be real. Who's watching you? That's making what it's your own expectation, so it's in your head. If you're worried about being bad, I guarantee you there are people that are worse than you out there that are posting stuff, and they probably also have more followers than you. There's a few people out there, and it's because they do it, and you have to find that mentality. You said, how do you get over it? Well, first I worked as hard as I could to get good. I had the same mentality as well, but I also realized there was a point where I had to start posting anyways. And let's put it this way: when you post stuff, no one's going to remember you when you're the bad artist. Your journey is what matters. If they look back and be like, wow, this is what he was like just that long ago. For example, I'd like to use Third as an example, because Third has a nice little backlog of his old stuff, never deleted it, and it's like you can see improvement. And you can also see improvement when people post, their old stuff and their new stuff. But you have to get over the fact that one day, if you work hard enough, you will be good. So you just got to post. No one's going to remember you as that bad artist once you're good. It's just true. And if they do, they look at you now and they're like, oh, dude, wow, you improved a lot. Like, that's what happens. That's all there is to it. And I know that's easier said than done. Trust me, I know. There's been times where I would have been way bigger now if I took my own advice. Just gotta do it. Take it one step at a time. Pickle Rick says, all right, gotta go. Kuzo, have a great night. Thank you very much. Hope you have a great night too, Pickle Rick. Thank you for chilling with us. I'll see you in the next stream or next video. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do. Okay. My iPad is currently being kind of weird. Hold on. Okay. I'm saving this right now because it froze for a second. And it froze again. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna get rid of this. Do not save. Alright, we're doing okay, right? I don't know why I kept on freezing on me. This is my other iPad, so... Oh, you know what it is? Hold on a second. This iPad had a problem a while ago where if it gets too hot, the screen has less response and it's getting a little hot. It's not even getting that hot. This specific iPad, because of how I used it, I had slightly warped the inside of it slightly, and basically what happened was it bent the chip, and this is something that's happened to other creators, not just me, or other owners of the iPad. Oh, wait, is this on the wrong layer? Oh my gosh, it's on the wrong layer. Okay, but yeah, there was a problem at one point with some of the iPads where the chips, sometimes it would get so hot that if you were using the iPad and you were using one of those ones where it had a gap underneath. So basically what I was doing was I had a manga in the back of it, like 2 manga, and I would draw on it like this, but it would be just the iPad and not even a case. And what ended up happening was it would get so hot, and I was using no case, and there was this huge gap underneath, and I was drawing and pushing down on it so much that it kind of damaged the chip a little bit, but it still works great, weirdly enough. It's just sometimes when the screen gets hot, and it's hot in this room right now. What? No. I was talking about, so you guys know how I got a new puppy. I was talking to people about how I was like, you know what I should do? I should make him part of my channel, you know, like, you know how those people do it and they try to get more views because their puppy's part of their channel. Oh, nah, I wouldn't do that. Wouldn't do that. Alright, there we go. That's good enough for me. Alright, there we go. And now, let's go to this and let's go finish this up. So these are like little, like think Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, where they had those little like rock looking things, and then there's like trees and stuff on top. Oh, sorry about that. What kind of dog is he? He is a lab border collie mix, and he's black. He's a black dog, black lab. He's so cute. She's so cute. She's being a little stinker though. I mean, she's been pretty good. Let me be honest. I think I just had high expectations because she was showing signs of being a pretty smart little puppy. I've only had her. We haven't even had her for like 40. We've had her just a little over 48 hours. So I'm over here expecting like so much from this poor puppy. I've had one puppy slash dog, because it was a puppy turned into a dog when I was younger, and yeah, that was nice. So that was my mother's though. So when I moved away from my mom, I didn't take that dog with me. So this is gonna be a fun experience with this puppy. I'm gonna be raising it. Okay, for those of you who can't tell what is going on, basically what I'm trying to display here is a person going like breathing out and then going like this. Obviously, you guys can pretty much see that. I have a border collie too. Oh yes, straight border collies are super cute. They have like the shorter hair towards like the muzzle and the top part of the face, but then it gets long towards like the chest and then on like the tail. Unless it's a short-haired border collie, that is. What kind of dog is it? Labrador. Yes, Labrador retrievers are cute doggies. Hey, what's up, Emerson? We want pics. I'm a Muslim, so I can't touch dogs, but I really like them. Oh, that sucks. Well, at least you can follow some like Instagram dogs. I'm kidding. But that sucks. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, because I mean, like, it's your religion, so it just sucks that you can't touch them even though you think they're cute, is all. But anyways, so yeah, that happens, and then it shows him blasting, and then it shows a hand going whee, and then basically signaling that it is now zigzagging straight through but it's like basically barely hitting we are pretty much almost done here. Fine, I'll do official speed lines. For myself, I can just do that, but okay. And we are going to go on to some traditional sketching after this, only for a little, but we will hop onto some traditional sketching because I promised it. Doesn't mean it's going to be very long, but okay. Alright, so I am going to turn off this bottom sketch layer and let's see what it looks like. I want it at the end of this. It's going to be kind of a hard little curve here, but I want at the end of this it to actually have a nice little gesture, then turning this way. Yes, there we go. Alright, that's all. I'm going to save that there, and here, I'll give it a little scroll through for you guys. I have a border collie too, and I trained him myself after studying the dog world, so if you want to know something or ask, I will be happy to help. Well, thank you very much. Honestly, I've been looking at quite a few YouTube videos myself to try to make sure, like, my first dog, he turned out just fine, and we just, my mom went on a whim with that little guy, so he turned out just fine, but I want to make sure this dog is even more disciplined in a good way, have him be a good dog, although my other dog didn't really do anything bad. So anyways, so let's start off here. I am going to probably touch up this on my own, this one, because there's something about it I want to change. It kind of looks funky. And then we have this. I'm also going to touch up a part of this. I want some of this to be going downward, some of the glass, and then it goes boom. Interesting. If not a manga artist, what would you want to become? I don't know. What are you drawing? It's just a test on vertical panels for like the web, for like, I don't want to say webtoon format, for webcomic format. I keep on forgetting to say webcomic format. Just testing some stuff out. So a little bit zoomed out. It looks like this. I kind of like it zoomed out. If I would have to critique what I did here, I would say doing this and then changing this to, well, first of all, I would say to critique it, I might be able to I like how everything turned out here, so I'm going to merge everything. But there's a spot right here where I feel like technically, and this is just a super rough turn of this. I'm not actually, I don't know. I just want to see what it looks like when I do this. Okay. It's actually going to be closer to something like this. So if I went like this, I guess. Let's do this. Interesting. Interesting. So what if I put it back to what I did and you know what I feel like? What I feel like is what I'm noticing when I look at this is that compositionally, when I'm scrolling down, this has room to essentially, I feel like, go up more like this, as if in perspective wise it's coming even closer to us. And the reason for that is, one, when you get closer to up here, I want it to hit closer to the center line, or at least the 1/3 line. Once you hit, because once you get here, your eye gets attracted to the B, which then follows the line, the trajectory of this line straight down to its then target, which is the guy shooting it. So if I do this, and this is what composition is about, and flow. Flowing composition. Mind you, like I said, I've never actually done this format before, but just knowing stuff about composition is what saves you. You know? I mean, if I didn't know anything about composition, I would be crap out of luck. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Interesting. Let's do this. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's kind of cuts into this a little bit here. Let's cut down into this. Yeah. Let's cut into that a little bit. Cut into that a little bit. There we go. And obviously, because of this, I want to cut in here. This is actually gonna come in like this. All right. And I might even try to grab this side and Yi or ni? Boom. Boom. Okay, let's see what it looks like. I know a bunch of people left. Okay. Oh, thank you for letting me know, says somebody. Or is art your full-time job? Art is my full-time job. Sir, please tell, do you work? I do not work. And don't take that as like... I don't think... Like, some people... they might look and say, oh, so you do art as your full-time job. Man, I mean, I'm working all these hours. Like, it's impossible for me. To me, to get to this level, I worked a good... If I add together the years, I worked 10 years of either a coffee stand or a fast food restaurant. And also, I worked at one point, also a baseball field. So it takes time. Let's put it this way, my main YouTube channel, I started that YouTube channel when I was working for Dairy Queen, a fast food restaurant. And I worked there 7 days a week. After 2 years, I became a manager and I worked 6 days a week. 6 days a week there while I was doing my YouTube videos and I was trying to learn how to draw better. So, try not to keep it in any sort of... Having a job is hard, but try not to let it hold you down. It looks really cool, Pano Kuzo. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's scroll down here. Oh, do you see that? Do you see that? Tell me you see that. So you guys saw me work out that composition. So now look what happens when we scroll down. When we scroll down, we have this line of vision. And guess what happens? You come down here, hand here, focal point to here, because there's going to be an energy beam. And if it was in color, that would definitely be at highlight. Now what happens? Right here, we're breaking into this panel through dark speed lines, if inked properly. And guess what happens? You start following the brightness of the beam, which then hits the boom, which goes boo, and then you follow the full path, boom, hits the guy, you see it, and then and then it shows a hand, and then you see it go. I didn't put any sound effects on this one though. Okay, I'm a little bit more happy with that. When I was scrolling down, I felt a disconnect with this. I felt a disconnect because it was just hitting that side too early, and there's too much black in the middle. I felt like right there. I like the movement with your lines. Are you focusing on big, medium, small in this too? Big, medium, small is definitely a big part of it. There's also a factor of balance, like asymmetry. There's that. So there's a huge factor of balance where. Okay, let me give you a quick example of this. So with him, we have a big part right here because of his arm coming forward, right? So this part's small, so that's not going to create balance. What did I do to create balance? This is huge in your face, so what happens? I put a huge mountain on this side. Boom, automatically creates balance. And now what did I do? You said, am I focusing on big, medium, small? Now focus on this. Big, medium, small. Big, medium, small. And I put this here to have this narrow in view, so it also focuses down like that. hopefully that was some sort of use to you guys. You're welcome, Kuzo. Thank you for the welcome again. Kumi says, so cool, thank you very much. And when I say the dog world, I mean training, rehabilitation, breed, specify specific issues, and how to raise this breed. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. It's cool to hear, actually. And that was from Izuko-chan. Sino, thank you for explaining. Hey, no problem. I mean, sometimes there's not a whole rhyme or reason to specific things. Sometimes it's a good feel, or you have to scroll through to get the feel of it, but eventually maybe it'll come around. But that's also through a lot of practice and stuff like that. So, in any case, let's throw this off to the side. I'm going to do a couple personal things. Okay. Thank you, big bro. I don't know about if I'm a big bro, but thank you, big bro. You said you are one of my biggest motivations, or motivation is what you said. By the way, did you like studying math, science, geography, etc.? No, I did not. There was a point in which I decided to start using my brain, which sounds like a very weird thing to say, but I decided to start thinking more critically. I would have to say I didn't understand the idea of thinking critically when I was younger, so I was kind of a doofus. When I would say a doofus, I mean I was pretty dumb. I'm not any. I'm on page 267. I haven't really done much on this stuff. I've been doing some other stuff in the moment. But yeah. Math was the only thing I started getting into a little bit, but believe me, I actually hated it for a lot of my life. But until I started thinking critically, I realized that math was literally like, there is an answer and you can find it. It was pretty nice. Once you look at it like that, there is going to be a definitive answer at the end of this equation. You just need to know the rules. And stuff like that, and graphs and whatever. But yeah, and I was also really good at geometry. But that has, I feel like, a lot to do with art anyways. Thank you, Kuzo, as always, for helping. Hey, no problem, Emerson. You added salt to your coffee. Ooh, something's making you salty, yo. Wait, I was wondering, when did Kuzo start to draw anime? I don't know, when I was very young, like 8. Started drawing Dragon Ball Z. What kind of sketchbook do you use for live streams? Here I'm using a 600-page sketchbook, but if you want a sketchbook that's good and decent quality for a relatively decent price, compared to some. For the paper, I recommend O Studio. My favorite sketchbook ever. O Studio. I love the paper. I like the fact that it opens up and it's flat. Like, see this curve right here? Yeah, that book doesn't have that problem. Let me show you what I mean. I open it up. Well, that's an exception. That's one of the the glued pages. You open it up and it sits flat like this. And you want to know why? Because if you look at the side there, see how it sits flat? It's because of the type of cover it has. It bends all the way back. So that's another up to that type of book. Super awesome. I love it in all of its glory. Can you see us, or show us your first manga? Is what you're probably trying to say. I don't know if I have it over here. Maybe at some point. I don't know if it's my first manga, but it's for my first attempted type of horrible Kishimoto-esque bad drawings. Horrible manga. But I will let you know that somewhere on YouTube I actually do have that. I say somewhere on YouTube. My main channel, I actually have a video of me going over one of my old mangas. Actually, I have 2 videos, I believe, of me going over old mangas. One's older, one's slightly newer. And yeah. Not my first manga, but it's one of my older mangas. Okay, let's think of random pose. Let's think of normal pose. Normal pose from the top. I'm thinking of kind of like, I didn't want to draw with this pen. Let's go with, think of this gesture, which means we're going like this with our perspective lines, roughly, and maybe like this. So a 3-point perspective. Oh, I'm totally off to the side. Sorry about that. Can you show where the pecs go on the rib cage? That is something I may be able to do for you, but we will see if it is possible. We will see. I noticed we're starting to have a higher retention of people sticking around. Can you talk Arabic? I cannot talk Arabic. I don't know if you're talking about me, but so pectoral on rib cage. You know, let's just quickly do this, and I'll get to the pectoral on the rib cage on the other page. It looks horrible and it's off the screen. Let's go up. How do you learn to rotate cubes in perspective? You need to learn perspective. And cubes in perspective. That sounds like a simple thing. Like and like a kind of, you should know this kind of answer, but essentially the point of it is like this. Where's my pencil? I will get to the rib cage, don't worry. So if you're taking a perspective like this and you say this is 1 point perspective, okay, 1 point perspective. That's what you're trying to tell someone. Well, what happens if you magically take, let's take a really light color, yellow, draw an imaginary horizon line tilting. Imaginary, not actually there, it's horizon line. Now, what do? I put a perspective point there. I then put a perspective point here. Now what's happening? We have a 2 point perspective. Now, look at that. So, here is our 1 point perspective. And I draw a cube going towards that 1 point perspective. Now, in our mind as beginners, we say, this is a 1 point perspective on this piece of paper, this canvas. Nothing can change. Except for the fact that I created this imaginary horizon line and perspective and angle. Now, what happens if I take a pen, well, and oh, no, let's do a lighter one, a lighter green. Now what happens if I take a pen and decide to draw a cube based on this yellow perspective? Now what did I just create? A cube turned in perspective. That is learning perspective. You have to know 1, 2, and 3 point perspective, and in order to properly rotate cubes on your own, you kind of have to understand these things. So hopefully that broke it down some sort of way. That's probably the easiest way I could explain what you're asking. Never too late. I'm 22 and I've been at it seriously for close to 2 years. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, never too late. Never too late. Anyways, hopefully that made some sort of sense. Chest. So, if we were to do chest, let's go and do, you were saying, I'm going to do my version of the rib cage. It's like this. It's my version of the rib cage. It's not actually the rib cage, because the rib cage is actually bigger than this. It goes down to about like that, give or take. But I do this because I like putting a little rotation ball right there, and then the underwear hips that I do. I'm sure many other people do it as well. But yeah, there we go. So now let's go ahead and establish the neck, the triangle. Now we got the shoulders. I am going to ink this in, but now let's go. So these are going to be our collarbones. Let's cut a line down in the middle. Now you see this curve right here. The reason why I do it like this is because it's also easier for you to understand. Go a little up like this, create a curve. Now, you can have the curve about halfway through this part if you want. Depends on the age and the size of the torso you're using. Smaller torso, younger age, smaller torso, also for female. But here we go. We do a line like that. We're going to cut upwards like this towards this point here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with a marker. These are those muscles right here. Let's go here and create those collarbones. Bam, we're creating these kind of little shoulder muscles here. Now let's create the actual shoulder muscle. This is the muscle that connects to your neck, essentially. And then now what we can do is we can go down like this, go over like that, go like that. What we're trying to accomplish is taking this and then now connecting it up here. And connecting it up here. That's a generalized version of this. Technically, if you were to go and look up a more anatomically correct, completely anatomically correct body, you would see that this actually is closer to converging at a level such as this, with then like lines going like that. So it's more so like a big muscle. It's all trying to converge to one spot, like right up here. And that is... Ooh. Oh. But yeah, in any case, I think what I've been trying to work on but having problem with is the herban bone on the human head, and the way it works with fat if the eyelid. I'm not sure what that bone is. I'm guessing, because since you said eyelid, I'm guessing it's your brow ridge. That's the only thing I can guess. And if you're talking about that, yeah, well, here's the thing. There's no definitive one way to necessarily do it. There's a generalized kind of shape, because some people's eyelids don't really show as much as others because of the way the one, skull structure, two, the way their fat deposits are slightly different per human being, and you could end up seeing something that is closer to this for somebody, where their eyelid almost hardly shows, and we're seeing a form such as this, and then and it would actually connect like this, and we would go up, and then we have this part here, then we would go in, and there would be the nose, there would be this. But for different styled eye with a different person with a different type of eyelid, it might look more so like this. Then we might actually connect up like this. So there's different kinds, so that's why it also might be a little bit confusing. In any case, how to apply form to drawing? I would say the best way to at least get an overall sense of that, go and check out my How to Draw Anything video part 2, has that there. You say how to apply form to drawing. That teaches you form, and that teaches you the generalized version of form in that video. And they're saying, if you're going to try to ask me, well, how do I apply it to a person? Literally, if I'm telling you that this cylinder right here, this is form, but then if I take this cylinder and I do this, put a bump on it, now this cylinder does this, that is quite literally form. And that is the exact same thing we would essentially be doing here. Notice all the chest is a bunch of complicated lumps. So that's the generalized version of form. But in any case, it was super fun being here. I'm glad everyone stuck around. The people who stuck around. I'm glad for those people who even came and left too as well. But in any case, hope you guys like the stream. See you guys in the next video or stream. My stream tomorrow, we'll see. Puppy kind of crazy, but in any case, I'll see you in the next one, and keep an eye on my Instagram and Twitter for if I do. In any case, peace out, and hit the camera. Have a good day or night wherever you live. Peace.